Shalom. For the remainder of this week, Holy Week in Lent of 2026, I will post a few shorter contemplative practices, morning meditations, if you want. Let us breathe in and breathe out. Today is Tuesday of Holy Week. Borg calls it the longest day of Mark's story of the final week. And it is long. Not because much time passes, but because so much is asked. In Jerusalem, the authorities question Jesus about authority, about taxes, about resurrection, about what matters most. One after another they come, testing, probing, looking for a way to trap him. And he answers every question with another question, not to avoid, but to open. Borg reminds us that this week is not only about personal salvation, it is about a collision. Two processions entered Jerusalem that Passover week. One came from the west, the Roman governor with cavalry and armor, displaying the power of empire. The other came from the east, Jesus, on a borrowed donkey, with fishermen and farmers, displaying something else entirely. The empire of domination and the kingdom of peace. Both entered the same city. Only one had a borrowed donkey. Richard Rowe asks, which procession do I follow? Which procession do I follow? Not in Jerusalem, here, today, in my own life. Procession of power, of proving, impressing, performing, defending, or the procession of the borrowed donkey, smallness, enoughness, faith, trust. Denise Ackermann, facing cancer and the slow loss of her sight, wrote about being surprised by the man on the borrowed donkey. Not the king she expected, not the answer she had planned for, but the presence she needed. She wrote of discovering in her own long Tuesdays of suffering and questioning that faith is not about the absence of doubt. It is company in the doubt. So today, your own long Tuesday, the questions that have no easy answers. Sit with this. You don't need to resolve the conflict. You only need to know which procession you're walking in. Breathe in deeply again. And let go in the breath, in the out breath. Shalom.